Today we're looking at 5 reasons why I think the Dallas Mavericks will win this year's NBA championship. Now, I know I made the same exact video yesterday about the Boston Celtics, but I think this is one of the most evenly matched finals in quite some time. You have Luka and Kyrie on one side who seem to be unstoppable. They've run the gauntlet. They've beat teams like Harden and Kawhi's Clippers with PG. They beat the number 1 seed Thunder. They've beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then you've got the Celtics, who, yes, they've had a lot of injury luck, and yes, it's time for them to finally have some injury luck because they've had bad luck as of late, but both of these teams will be going head-to-head, and I think the Dallas Mavericks, they definitely could win it. They got a new elite defense centered by Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. You also have PJ Washington, Derrick Jones Jr., Josh Green, guys like that are great, and then like we said, they've got the two guards that are just absolutely on fire right now. PJ and Derrick Jones Jr. are playing well. Also off the ball, knocking down shots. They even got Maxi Kleber back. So there is real reason to believe that the Mavericks will win this year's NBA Finals. And the first reason is their 4-round-1 offense. Now, we talked about the Celtics offense yesterday. The Mavs run 4-round-1, whereas the Celtics are 5 out. And it works well because they have two elite guards that can dribble, drive, and kick. Two guys that are willing shooters. They have a couple of great lob threats at the center position. They run their pick and rolls very, very well, which we will talk about later. But, it's a drive and kick offense, and nobody can keep Luka or Kyrie in front. So it works beautifully. When you come try to double, then that leaves either Luka or Kyrie wide open playing 4-on-3, which you may as well just take the ball out because it's going to end up in a bucket one way or another, giving that high level of a guard an advantage, a numerical advantage. These two guys are unstoppable together. We've seen that all playoffs long. And they're even getting reinforcements. They've got great shot makers with Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington, who have both taken over a playoff series. And then you got Jaden Hardy, Maxi Kleber coming back. But Jaden Hardy has been coming on as of late very well. Here's Derrick Jones knocking down the corner pocket jumper. You got PJ Washington, who elite shooter from the corner pocket. He's so much better from the corner than he is anywhere else. And then if the Celtics see this action, good luck. You got to talk it out. Ant and Kyle Anderson didn't do a great job talking it out, but if you chase over, Kyrie's going to pop. If you don't, Luka's going to expose you coming downhill on your post. It's tough to stop. He banked it in. I say it's tough to stop. It's almost impossible to stop. Here he is, Kyrie again on the drive. That is an impossible shot over Kyle Anderson that he makes look easy. And like I said, this offense is drive and kick based. We see Luka drive in, kick it to Derrick Jones Jr., who then drives and kicks to the replace, which is Luka Doncic, and he knocks down the three. It's also a very ISO-based offense, and you're counting on your guys to make the plays. And, if I'm the Mavericks and I'm saying in at least 4 of these 7 games, my guys are going to make more plays than theirs, I think that is correct. Luka and Kyrie over Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum at this point in their careers, because Kyrie has been there, done that, and Luka is playing like the best player in the world right now, and it's designed to let them cook. This is a crazy shot right here. Little step back over 2 7-footers, and he just drains it. It's tough to stop, and then they get into their pick and roll offense, and it's even harder to stop. Joe Mazzulla has some scheming to do to stop these guys, because like we said, we got Derek Lively, got Daniel Gafford rolling downhill, and they absolutely feast upon these pick and rolls. Luka gets right into his sweet spot, right around the nail and the elbows. He's unbelievably hard to stop. And the question is, how will the Celtics defend it? Because they get Porzingis back, but he only played 26 minutes a game in the first round. Al Horford is 37 years old. You can't go into drop coverage, so you're going to have to show hard, but I don't know if they have the tools to show hard. Gobert is the defensive player of the year, and he got cooked in this drop coverage. Kyle Anderson, very long, very athletic. The Celtics really don't have a perimeter defender like him, maybe Jason Tatum, but Tatum doesn't need to be guarding Luka. He doesn't need to be spending all that energy trying to stop Luka when, it's probably not going to happen anyways, but you can't have your post this far down. I don't know, man. There's a reason they're in the finals right now, and nobody has been able to stop them or take them to 7 games. This Mavericks team right now is playing some really, really good basketball, especially off this pick and roll. And you got Luka and Kyrie tag teaming. That is so incredibly tough to stop, especially when he's making shots like that. That is just stupid. He's got athletic wings that can also knock down the 3 ball, so the lob is a threat at all times. And you also have, this set right here is beautiful. the Timberwolves just didn't even know how to guard it. There was like 5 different ways they could have scored on that play. Lively has been exceptional against the blitz as well. We've talked about this a lot. They drop it off to him, and he makes the right read. He's better at that than Gafford, which is why I think he will get a lot more PT this series than Gafford. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a break here. Make sure to the like button and leave me a comment down below if you are enjoying today's video at any point. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Also, we're trying to hit about 200 likes on today's video, so if you could hit the like button, it'd greatly be appreciated. Another reason I think the Mavericks can win this series is because the Celtics got cooked by the Pacers. And I'm just going to say Luka and Kyrie are a little bit different than Pascal Siakam and Andrew Nembhard. They're a little bit more talented, no disrespect to those guys, but Siakam cooked them in the mid-range. And believe it or not, Luka is listed at only 1 inch shorter than Siakam. So I imagine he will be able to cook them and have his way with them in the mid-range as well. And then Andrew Nembhard just did whatever he wanted once Halliburton got out. And really, Halliburton did whatever he wanted the first 2 games. And yes, Andrew Nembhard's good, but he's no Kyrie Irving. I mean, they're getting cooked by subpar competition. And, I mean, even TJ McConnell's coming off the bench. No disrespect to the Pacers, but the Mavs have a little bit more talent on their squad than Indiana. Now, what does concern me for the Mavericks is this 5-out offense that they're going to be going against, because guys are going to have to, be able to man up and shut somebody down. Derek Lively is going to have to be able to guard on the perimeter, which I think he will. I don't think Gafford will, which when you talked about their post play, which is the 4th reason why I think they can win it, they have a deeper, post rotation. But I don't think Gafford's going to be able to play as much because he just can't do what Lively can on the defensive side of the ball. When Horford comes in, I think that's when you play Gafford. And when Porzingis is in, I think that's when you play Lively. Lively's averaging 8.6 points, 7.2 rebounds so far on this postseason run as a 20-year-old in 22 minutes a game, and he didn't miss a shot versus the Timberwolves the entire series. Crazy. Now this team, Lively, is very elite defensively as well. Like I said, he moves his feet very well. He is not heavy-footed at all. He's 20 years old. He's very agile for a big. He's a great passer as well. Like we said earlier, Luka will drop it off when they blitz him. Here he is dunking on KD, but Luka will drop it off when they blitz him, and he will make the right read. And usually it ends up in an assist. Now I think they are deeper as well, which is the 5th reason here. The bench unit is good. You see those 4 guys. Even Dante Exum could be brought in for some defense, and he can play a little bit longer if he starts to hit shots. But if they just completely ignore him, then he won't be able to play. Tim Hardaway Jr., another guy, maybe you see get some minutes. But Jaden Hardy has been the surprise of the playoffs so far for this Dallas Mavericks organization. 7.5 points per game, 1 rebound, 1 assist in 10 minutes. He's playing very, very good basketball. 54% shooting from the field, 60% from 3. And he is just a great 3rd star to have alongside of Luka, alongside of Kyrie, and he's really blossoming in front of our eyes. And he's a nice guy to have to be able to come in off the bench and give them that microwave type scoring. Now let's take a look at the matchups as we did yesterday, and as I said yesterday, it's going to be an absolute chess match between these 2 coaches. Tomorrow we will drop the full finals preview breakdown, who I think is going to win and everything. But I think, Drew Holiday against Luka Doncic, you got to give that advantage to the Mavs. I'm a Drew Holiday guy, but Luka Doncic will cook. He's just not tall enough. He is strong, but he's not tall enough. I don't think Derek White can hold Kyrie either. I'm not going to lie. If Jaden McDaniels couldn't do it, I don't see Derek White doing it. Now, Jaylen Brown, it kind of goes vice versa because the scoring for the Celtics is on the wing, while the scoring for the Mavs is in the backcourt. So it's interesting here. I would put PJ on Tatum and Derek Jones Jr. on Jaylen Brown, and hopefully they can lock up. We'll see what happens. On the post side of things, though, like I said, I would play Lively whenever Porzingis is in, but Gafford has been the starter, so we'll go with that matchup there, and I think Porzingis can cook. He will be the X factor, but I think the Mavs have better coaching and a deeper bench, so we will see what happens. I love the Mavs bench. Dante Exum, even Tim Hardaway Jr. could get some PT in there. But I'm excited to see. Like I said, make sure to hit the like button. We're trying to hit 200 likes on today's video. Also hit that subscribe button. Turn on those post notifications. And we're dropping the full preview tomorrow. So make sure to come back and check in for that. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.